Hey Celtics Nation! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. Jrue Holiday, the veteran point guard, recently made a surprising admission that has sent shockwaves to the NBA community. Speaking candidly in an interview, he revealed that he regrets his decision to join the Boston Celtics, a team he was traded to during the offseason. Holiday, who was acquired in a trade with the Portland Trail Blazers, had high expectations when he arrived in Boston, joining a team that had made it to the NBA Finals just a year prior. However, despite the promising roster and championship aspirations, Holiday expressed feelings of disappointment and frustration with the experience. So far, he elaborated on how he struggled to adjust to the Celtics system, feeling that his role on the team was not as clear-cut as he had hoped. Holiday went on to explain that the shift from the Blazers to the Celtics was more challenging than he had anticipated. In Portland, he had been the focal point of the offense, given ample freedom to orchestrate plays and set the tempo. However, in Boston, Holiday found himself in a secondary role behind the likes of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. While Holiday had always been a willing defender and playmaker, he struggled to find his rhythm in an offense that heavily relied on isolation plays and three-point shooting. The Celtics' emphasis on ball movement and perimeter shooting often left Holiday on the periphery, unsure of how to best contribute to the team's success. In his interview, Holiday pointed out that he never felt fully integrated into the Celtics' offense. He expressed frustration with a lack of clear communication between himself and the coaching staff, which led to misunderstandings about his role on the floor. Holiday mentioned that he would often find himself waiting for plays to develop, only to be left out of the action when the ball didn't find its way into his hands. For a player of his caliber, who is used to being involved in almost every possession, this was a tough adjustment. The lack of consistent involvement in the offense made it harder for Holiday to make a meaningful impact, both offensively and defensively. Additionally, Holiday admitted that the pressure of playing in Boston, a city with a rich basketball history and high expectations, weighed heavily on him. The Celtics were expected to contend for the championship, and with the addition of Holiday, the team was seen as having one of the deepest rosters in the league. However, the constant scrutiny from the media and fans made it difficult for him to perform at his best. Holiday revealed that the pressure to live up to the hype and contribute immediately took a toll on his confidence. He mentioned how difficult it was to navigate the expectations placed on him, especially when things weren't going as smoothly as he had hoped. Holiday also highlighted the team's chemistry struggles, which played a significant role in his growing disillusionment. While the Celtics boast an impressive roster, the chemistry on the court wasn't always as fluid as one might expect from a team with such talent. Holiday noted that there were moments when the team lacked cohesion, and he often found himself caught in the middle of plays that didn't develop as intended. The lack of chemistry between him and some of the other key players, particularly in high-pressure situations, contributed to his frustration. He mentioned that building chemistry with his teammates had been a slower process than anticipated, and it was challenging to feel like a true part of the team. Despite these challenges, Holiday acknowledged that the Celtics were a talented team, and he respected their efforts to compete for a championship. He praised Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown for their leadership on the floor, and acknowledged that they were the driving forces behind the team's success. However, Holiday's comments reflect a deeper underlying issue that he may have underestimated: the difficulty of adapting to a team with such established stars. He mentioned that he had not anticipated how much he would have to adjust his playing style to fit in with the Celtics system. In hindsight, he admitted that he may have overestimated his ability to seamlessly integrate into a team with such high expectations and an established identity. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In addition to his personal struggles, Holiday also referenced the larger dynamics of the NBA, where trades and roster changes often create tension within teams. He stated that while he understood the business side of the NBA, the process of being traded to a new team was always difficult. For a player like Holiday, who has spent years with the Blazers, the transition to a new environment was not as smooth as he had hoped. The change in scenery, coupled with the high expectations placed on him, made it challenging for him to find his place within the Celtics system. He reflected on how he may have been better off staying in Portland, where he felt more comfortable and confident in his role. While it's clear that Holiday's time in Boston has been less than ideal, he remains committed to finishing the season strong. In his interview, he emphasized that he was not giving up on the Celtics and still believed in their potential to contend for the title. He acknowledged that the season was far from over and that things could still turn around. Holiday stated that he was working closely with the coaching staff to better understand his role and how he could be more effective on the court. Despite his frustrations, he maintained that he was willing to put in the work to help the Celtics succeed and fulfill their championship aspirations. In the wake of Holiday's comments, many NBA analysts and fans have speculated about the impact this could have on the Celtics' locker room dynamics. Some worry that the veteran's dissatisfaction with his role could lead to tension within the team, especially if other players begin to feel similarly. However, others argue that Holiday's honesty could serve as a wake-up call for both him and the Celtics coaching staff. His willingness to speak out about his struggles could spark a constructive conversation about how to better utilize his skill set and integrate him more effectively into the team's offensive schemes. It remains to be seen whether Holiday's comments will lead to any significant changes, but they have undoubtedly raised questions about his future in Boston. For now, Jrue Holiday's regret about his decision to join the Celtics remains a topic of much debate. The coming weeks will likely reveal whether he can overcome these challenges and find a way to thrive in Boston. Despite the difficulties he's faced, Holiday remains a respected veteran with a wealth of experience and talent, and there's no doubt that he has the ability to turn things around. Whether he can do so in Boston or if a change of scenery is needed remains to be seen. But one thing is for certain, Jrue Holiday's journey with the Celtics is far from over. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.